One, two. Here we are now to entertain you. Welcome to the Gershwin Room. Welcome to this state of mind, this state of bliss, with crackle and hiss, good karma, instant nirvana. It's Rockwell! You know their names, you know their faces, you know their music. For all you know-it-alls, I give you Peter Luscombe, Mark Ferry, James Black, the Rockwell's Orchestra. And now, every little thing she does is magic. Everything she does just turns us on. Our life before was tragic. Our love for her goes on. I'm calling her up now. The one, the only, Julia Zabira!
Hello and welcome to a new series of Rock Whiz. And if I could just get serious for a little moment. When we began this amazing adventure back in 2005, we could never have dreamed that 10 years later, here at St Kilda's Esplanade Hotel, they still wouldn't have cleaned the carpet. It's hideous. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a man for all seasons, winter, spring, summer or fall. All you have to do is call and he'll be there. Oh, yes, he will. You've got a friend in Brian Nankervis. Of course. Rock Whiz is nothing without its special Rock Whizzes. Tonight, hand-picked, cold-pressed and grain-fed. He's a serve of our very finest. Plate up, boys. Quizzes, and more specifically, good evening to you, Mikey.
Good evening, Julia. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Now, Mikey, first concert for you.
First concert was the Czechs, the Sunny Boys and the Angels at the Palais.
Fantastic. Are you going to go and see the Sunny Boys when they tour?
I'd love to.
Yeah, I think it will be... Oh, well, yeah. I can't get you free tickets, but, you know, good.
I can do you a favour.
What about the first bit of music you ever bought with your own money?
That was Wild Planet by the B-52s.
Oh, thank you for wearing the good T-shirt as well. Excellent. Well, welcome to you.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Shannon.
Hi.
What about you, first concert?
My Music Bowl, Uncanny X-Men, Geisha, Kids in the Kitchen.
Oh, Geisha and Kids in the Kitchen. Yes, sir, get excited. That's an exciting lineup. And you would have just been going off with those gorgeous boys. Yeah. Well, welcome to you, Shannon.
Thank you.
Great to have you on board.
Thanks.
Well, hello, Danny.
Julia, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you for asking. First concert for you?
Midnight Oil at Kooyong.
Oh, lovely. I mean, did they go off? Was it one of those nights where he was on fire?
It was one of the nights that he got into a telephone booth and pretended to ring the Prime Minister. So.
And look what happened.
Yes, indeed.
Well, welcome to you, Danny.
Thank you, Julia.
And hello, Grant.
Hello, Julia.
What about you, first concert?
Magic Dirt and Warped at Bells Beach Surf Comp.
Wow. Are you a surfer, Grant?
Used to be.
Why not anymore?
I live in Melbourne.
Ah. Well, these are your four Rock Whizzes. Make them very welcome. Gorgeous. All right, people, forget the bustle in your hedgerow or the rumble in your jungle. I sense a quiver in the velvet curtain of mystery, which means tonight's special guests are close by. Orchestra, commence the process, please. Who can it be now? A husky-voiced travelling troubadour, the son of Australian missionaries, influenced by Bob Dylan, Nirvana and Radiohead. I've touched on punk, folk, rock and gospel over the years. I finished my carpentry apprenticeship on my 21st birthday, and I've built and polished songs the way I'd worked on buildings. After moving to London, touring and collaborating with Ben Harper and Sean Lennon, I released my debut... Yes.
Steve Smythe.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Gershon Room, Steve Smythe.
In the silent life with you in the southern land.
Such a great voice, Steve. Where does it come from, that voice?
I have no idea. Practice, I guess.
Practice, yes. Yeah. You know, everybody in their lives has a person that kind of turns them around. You had a mentor, didn't you, when you were growing up and learning about music?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I was very lucky. In my apprenticeship, I was working on a house, and next door we needed power. And so I knocked on the window, and it ended up being his first morning. He's like, what the hell is this? You know, like, who's this at my door at 7 o'clock? And he came out with this beautiful Gibson J45, 1950s, beautiful. I was like, who the hell are you?
So it was just the guy next door?
Yeah, you know, I ended up going over every afternoon with a bottle of Coca-Cola because he didn't drink, and we'd just strum until the sun went down.
And this is when you were doing your apprenticeship as a carpenter?
Yeah.
So you got 2 apprenticeships?
Yeah, we did. I sure did. And he taught me, listen, look at the words you're singing.
Yeah, and mean them.
Yeah, otherwise they're pointless.
Now, you've been travelling the world and touring, even though you're from Australia. You've been working with Ben Harper and Sean Lennon. What's it like working with Sean Lennon?
Hell of a lot of partying, that's for sure.
I wouldn't have thought that he was the partying type, actually.
No. I won't get anybody
Just a
into
little
trouble.
snippet, Steve?
Yeah.
Do we want to hear a snippet of a Sean Lennon?
I found myself at a party for Chanel, and we were just having dinner upstairs, and we just took the guitars and walked down this little spiral case and played some music to everybody, and went back to the most ridiculous hotel I've ever been into in Paris. This was in Paris, and walked out, and there was a lot of supermodels on the jump using the bed as a trampoline. That was like, whoa, where am I? Where the hell am I?
That's a fantasy right there.
Yeah. It was pretty wild times, but it was great.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Steve and his team. And nice work to you, Mikey, on handballing. 10 points to you. To special guest number 2, and once more we look deep within as we ask, mais c'est qui maintenant? Hands on buzzers, anyone can buzz. When I was 11, I picked up my dad's guitar and locked myself in my bedroom with the Beatles songbook. Years later, once I got out of the bedroom, I'm lead vocalist and rhythm guitarist for an Australian-formed London-based band that NME described as the sound of PJ Harvey hitching a ride with the Velvet Underground through Twin Peaks. I started playing with my brother in 1999 in pop rock trio Waikiki, touring Australia and New Zealand and releasing an album. By 2004, we changed name and direction, relocated to London, and worked with Coldplay producer Ken Nelson. The Howling Bells toured with The Killers, Snow Patrol and Coldplay. Yes, Grant.
So Juanita Stein?
Juanita Stein from The Howling Bells. Please welcome her to the Goshen Room.
Danced around me all night long. I danced around your heart. Could it be I was never sure, not even from the start? Just a passenger in your moving car. You move so fast, you were like a shooting star. Told me never to contemplate, never question, never wait. So I ignored all the warning signs, even though I knew our fate. Just a passenger in your moving car. You move so fast, you were like a shooting star. So many times, the answer always changed. We took a ride and I know we've gone too far. Just a pass
Juanita.
Hola.
How are you?
Good.
Delighted to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Juanita, look, let's talk about being in a band with a brother. Is it difficult being in a band with a sibling?
No, it's difficult being in a band with people who aren't your siblings.
Is that right?
I think, yeah.
Because you can say what you want to a sibling.
You can say what you want, you can cut them down, you're friends 2 seconds later, it's fine.
Easy.
Yeah.
But it's the others.
It's the others.
In the
You got to
way.
watch it.
Oh, great. Good to know. Now, look, you've been working with Coldplay and supporting them. Is it one of those when they're in the big stadiums?
Yeah. It was a couple of years ago when we did the US, like a stadium tour with them.
And how did that feel, being in front of all those people?
I felt very small.
Did you? Do you feel like you have to do double the energy, triple the energy to reach the back?
Yeah, you do. You have to work overtime to get their attention because, I mean, you've got a bunch of people who've been waiting the whole year to see their favourite band in the world, and then this, Australian band gets up and they're like, what the fuck? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And you did back-up vocals on the name of an album that we still don't know how to
can't
say.
say
I
it.
think it's Milo Xyloto.
Let's go with
That's
that.
what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Was that exciting to be able to be on a record and doing backing vocals?
Yeah. It was one pretty little song on the record, and I did some nice, vocal harmonies and stuff.
Well, I hope they paid you $1 million.
A zillion.
Zillion?
Yeah.
Great. What was the first concert you ever went to?
It was actually Prince, and it was at the Sydney Entertainment Centre, and it was the Diamonds and Pearls tour. Yeah.
Little purr in the audience.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
what an incredible performer.
It was very special, yeah.
Very special. Well, we're delighted to have you here. Please welcome
Thank
your
you.
second team with Juanita at the helm. Okay, let's make like a chiropractor and get cracking. It's time for our first round, local and or general. Complete the band name. Cheap. Yes.
Trick.
Hello, Mikey. Welcome.
Thanks, Julia.
Dick.
Diver.
Diver's correct. Flo. Yes.
Ryder.
Ryder, I will accept Shannon because it's right. Snow. Yes.
Patrol.
But of course. Black-eyed. Yes.
Susan's.
I will accept Susan. Yes.
Local heroes.
The. Yes.
Who?
Who? Correct. I think that question was just for you, Danny, in a funny way. Good on you.
It was either that or the.
That I would have accepted as well. Name the song co-written by Nicky Chin and Mike Chapman, originally released by New World in 1972, but later a worldwide hit for Smokey. About neighbours. Yes.
Living Next Door to Alice.
Living Next Door to Alice is correct.
Alice?
Yes.
Who the fuck is Alice?
Bonus points.
Well, yes.
Danny, we were hoping someone would do that.
Just for you, Brian.
Thank you.
You will cut that out, won't you?
No. Anyway. And how long had he been living next door to Alice? There's so many numbers.
24 years.
Well done, you. True or false? At a Virgin Records playback session for the third Tangerine Dream album and our German electronic music extravaganza, the entire album was accidentally played backwards. True or false? Yes.
False.
Or
True.
true. Fantastic. Of course, true. Yep. They did. Apparently, no one had rewound the tape in the box before they'd received it, but no one noticed. And everyone thought it was brilliant. That's what happens with German electronica music. You don't know where you are. It's so confusing. Forwards, backwards, I don't care. I can move to it. Who wrote, "I'm concerned that those around you have led you to believe it's cool to be naked and licking sledgehammers in your videos"? Who said that? Yes.
Miley Cyrus?
Well, it's about Miley,
But it's
but
in her
who
video.
wrote it? Yes.
Is it Sinead O'Connor?
It was Sinead O'Connor. Well done, my darling. Excellent. Apart from Miley, name 2 other artists who've sung about a wrecking ball. Yes.
Oh, I was going to do the sledgehammer.
Emmylou Harris.
Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen, Emmylou Harris, Neil Young did as well. Brian rhymed Nirvana and Karma in his opening remarks. Also rhyming with those words, what type of four-legged woolly animal was Neil Young going to ride and where?
A llama.
Good. And where? From Peru to...
Alabama.
Oh, bonus points for rhyming llama and Alabama.
Technically Texarkana, but I think Neil would like to probably change that now. Alabama.
Not a fan of Alabama as Neil Young.
No,
He sang
correct,
about
Mundo. What is both a state of mind achieved after application to the path of purification and a band formed in 1987?
Nirvana.
Oh, get her correct. Very nice. Round of applause. Of course, Nirvana, Kurt Cobain formed that. Are you into the bit of the... do you do a bit of the meditation sometimes to centre yourself, Juanita?
I'm into Nirvana more than I am meditation.
Correct. Which band was originally known as Skid Row, then Pencap Chew, Bliss and Ted Ed Fred?
Nirvana.
Correct. Nirvana sang Come As You Are. There's plenty of coming and going in rock and roll. What's coming in these titles? Here Comes the...
Sun.
Sun is correct. Here Comes the Rain.
Again.
Of course,
Yes.
Steve. Here Come the Warm...
Winds.
Here Come the Warm Winds. Oh, Danny.
Birds.
Birds.
Plane.
Yes, keep going.
Planes.
Nick Sester.
It's a kind of a plane, but it goes fast and it starts with a J.
Jet.
I gave you the bloody answer, yes. Here Come the Warm Jets. I actually thought it was a song about a spa. You're in a spa, oh, here come the warm jets. Oh, just on that bit, yes. Here Comes That Rainy Day. Yes,
Feeling.
Yep,
Feeling.
again.
that'll do.
Again.
Again, I'll give it to you. And the going, because if we're going to come, sooner or later we must go. Who was going up the country?
Canned Heat.
Yes. Who was going their own way?
Fleetwood Mac.
Yes. Who was already gone? Yes.
Eagles.
The Eagles. Of course it was the Eagles. I reckon the Eagles are already gone. They are gone.
I like them.
Bob Dylan suggested that if you got to go... Yes.
Go now.
Thank you. The Moody Blues said go. Yes.
Now.
Thanks, Shannon. What did Elton John not want the sun to do?
Go down on me.
And according to Edison Lighthouse, where does love grow? Yes.
Where my rosemary goes.
Where my rosemary goes. Look at you, you lyrical thing. I love it. Isn't that gorgeous? Speaking of going, we've got to go for a score check. But first, something a little different. Brian, elaboration, please.
Yes, Julia, happily. Now, the band learned two going songs for the playoff. Firstly, they learned a little bit of Canned Heat and a little bit of Fleetwood Mac. However, they couldn't agree. Now, the producers couldn't decide. You were in makeup. Dougal looked like he was about to speak but chose not to. So we're asking our audience to vote with their hands. Ladies and gentlemen, loudest applause wins. Is it Canned Heat? Is it Fleetwood Mac? It's Fleetwood Mac. Dougal!
And now, quicker than the Quicksilver messenger service and fleeter than the Fleet Foxes, it's 33 1/3 seconds to shine, where our rock whizzes have half a minute to gobble up points galore. No buzzers required. You can just yell. Starting with Juanita's team. Your time starts now. What colour was New Order's Monday?
Blue.
What sort of lobster did the B-52 sing about?
Rock.
How did R.E.M. feel about the end of the world?
Fine.
Complete the Beatles' film titles. Yellow,
Submarine.
A Hard Day's
Night.
Let It,
B.
Magical.
Mystery Tour.
Name the lead singers. U2,
Bono.
The Sugar Cubes,
Bjork.
Bjork.
Pearl Jam,
Eddie Vedder.
Magic Dirt,
Adelita.
The Cruel Sea,
Tex Perkins.
Silverchair.
Daniel Johns.
Very good work. Great work. Now, Steve's team, follow that if you can. Are you ready? No buzzers needed. Your time starts now. Give the stage names for Declan McManus.
Pass.
Robert Zimmerman.
Bob Dylan.
Marshall Bruce Mathers III.
Eminem.
Complete the band names. The Smashing
Pumpkins.
The Detroit.
Cobras.
The Grateful.
Dead.
Off.
Spring.
Complete the magazine name. Melody.
Music Maker.
NM.
8.
Rolling.
Stones.
Who sang Rebel Rebel?
David Bowie.
Monday, Monday. Round of applause for a very good round. You got them all. Now, just about Declan McManus, Elvis Costello. Oh. And Monday, Monday, the Mamas and the Papas. Monday, Monday.
Ba-da,
So good to me.
ba-da, ba-da-da-da.
Monday, Monday.
Is this all it's meant to be?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, little songbird just came into our world. Oh, who doesn't? You're only human. Fantastic. Well, look, well done, everybody. You shone brighter than a convenience store at midnight. Do good like Nina and her 99 Luftballons get those scores in the air. The Rock Quiz Orchestra plays, and our Rock Quizzes see if those tunes ring any bells. Ivan Pavlov, you have a lot to answer for. Start salivating, everyone. It's $1 Million Riff. Let's have riff number 1. Grant, you were so quick on that buzzer, it was a thrill. Yes.
Deep Purple, Black Knight.
Correct. Yep, give it to him. He earned it. Riff numéro 2. Steve, you were quick. Yes.
Radiohead.
Radiohead. Which one? Work as a team.
Karma Police.
Karma Police is correct. Very good. 4 points. Riff number 3. I like that, Grant. Buzzing, pausing, then thinking. Look at you. Thinking.
Man, I know this song.
Oh, man, bloody hell, so do I. He's done the, I'm not sure, but bugger, I'm going to buzz in and think afterwards. Anything from the people? You've been out of the country probably a bit too much.
I'm not feeling it.
Nothing? Shall I go to the room?
Go to the audience.
It is the Bamboos featuring
I
the
got
lovely
burned.
Tim. I got burned. Tim Rogers, Lee, very good. Let's step back for a moment to admire the scores. Dougal. Ah oui, bien sûr. Master Blaster. Where we want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth unless it's interesting. Our artists supply answers based on topics of their choosing. Juanita will start with you and your topic, band artists who've contributed to film soundtracks. Is that something you'd like to do one day?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I give you some amazing film or footage and you go off, have a bit of a thing,
Yeah,
come
yeah,
up,
yeah.
oh,
Love to
lovely
do that.
vocal thing. Oh,
Yeah.
great. Are you ready?
Yes.
Who wrote 5 songs for the soundtrack of the Sofia Coppola film Lost in Translation? Yes.
Kevin Shields,
Kevin Shields. What band is he from?
My Bloody Valentine.
Correct. Who provided the soundtrack, mostly instrumental except for Johnny Depp reading William Blake and some dialogue, for Jim Jarmusch's 1995 film Dead Man? Yes.
Neil Young.
Neil Young
Yeah.
is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. Released in 1984, which soundtrack album won 2 Grammy Awards and featured songs like Computer Blue, Darling Nikki and I Would Die For You? Can I give you a hint?
Yeah.
I'll give you a hint. He was your first concert.
Oh shit. Prince. Sorry.
But what would be the movie?
Purple Rain.
But of course, are you mental? Of course
Yeah.
not. I would die for you.
Yeah.
So great. Who produced the soundtrack to Superfly, one of the few soundtracks to outgross the film it accompanied?
Curtis Mayfield.
Curtis Mayfield is correct. Was that some kind of sound effect, was it?
It's on the title track.
Can you do it again? Oh, yes, thank you, good. I thought you were having some kind of fit up there and we're hitting something. And finally, which 1979 film features the Ramones songs Blitzkrieg Bop, Teenage Lobotomy and I Wanna Be Sedated?
Rock and Roll High School.
Is absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Well played to Juanita Stein.
Full marks.
And now to the delightful Steve. And you are dishing up the facts on a lovely topic. Space-themed songs. Love it. Space. Are you ready, Steve?
Not really.
Not really, great. That's sort of not what I'm
give it
after,
to
but
me.
still, good on
She
you.
should give it to me.
Who composed the music for the NASA documentary film For All Mankind?
Was it Brian Eno?
He did. Very good.
Cool.
Brian Eno.
Yeah.
Could he have maybe done it with a couple of other people?
Yeah, he was with his brother.
Yes, he was with his brother.
And of course, and Daniel Lanois, of
Daniel
course.
Lanois.
Yeah.
Oh, I do like to hear you say Daniel Lanois. Yes. We cannot ignore David Bowie's contribution to space music. Name 3 Bowie songs with spacey-sounding titles.
Ziggy Stardust.
Yes.
From Mars. Space Spiders from Mars, yeah.
Yes, I accept
we got
that.
Space Oddity.
Space Oddity. That's enough. That's 3. Ziggy,
oh, yeah.
very good, very good. What was arguably the first famous space-themed record released in 1962, produced by Joe Meek in a small flat above a shop, referencing a communications satellite? Are we just whistling or waiting for an answer?
Pass.
Pass. Any help from Mikey?
War of the Worlds?
War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
No,
No,
stop talking.
Mike Oldfield.
No, it was Telstar by the Tornadoes.
Telstar.
Everyone's going, oh, I don't know that either. What song's that? Which lyricist credits a short story he read as an inspiration for a 1972 hit about an astronaut's feelings at leaving his family in order to work?
Elton John.
Yes, but who's the lyricist?
Rocket Man.
But who wrote the
So Elton
song,
did the
the
music.
lyrics?
It was Bernie Taupin.
Yeah, very good. Beautiful. Finally, who had a lot of luck on Venus and always had a ball on Mars? Yes.
Deep Purple.
Deep Purple is correct. What was the name of the song?
Space Truckin'.
Space Truckin' is correct. Thank you, guys. You are no wise like Yoda and a good deal taller too. Numerologists speak of the mystical significance of the number 8. A V8 engine, Henry VIII, Snow White and the 8 Dwarfs. Maybe not. 8 is also the exact number of questions I fire at our teams in this, the middle 8. In Leader of the Pack, where did Betty meet Jimmy?
The candy store.
Correct. And what were her folks always saying?
They were always putting him
Down, down, down.
Correct. True or false? Janis Joplin worked as a babysitter for Brett Whiteley, the painter.
True.
Absolutely right, Mikey. It is true. Janis Joplin looked after Archie, their late daughter, in the Chelsea Hotel when she was little. How cool would that be? True or false? Gandhi, Christ, Hitler and Shirley Temple were all considered for the cover of Sgt. Pepper's, but later dropped.
False.
Shannon, yes, you're right. In 2009, who did British online news site Gigwise name as the sexiest woman in rock? Yes.
Juanita.
Juanita Stein is absolutely correct. I love that you didn't buzz yourself in.
That would have been fucking lame.
Lame.
I saw her face just go.
Steve, would you love to have been sexiest man of the something?
It's impossible, so it's fine.
Oh,
we go
that's
good.
not true. I think you beg to differ here. If you don't pick up tonight, something's wrong. Who said there's nothing better than good sex, but bad sex? Oh, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is better than bad sex.
Billy Joel.
It was Billy Joel. I mean, he has porked up over the years, let's face it, but... yes, that's his thing. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich, better than bad sex. Don't know. With a name loosely translating as World of Rock, which band did Ross Wilson form after Mighty Kong?
Mondo Rock.
Is correct. Mondo Rock featuring also our very own James Black over the years, which is exciting. And not only is that an answer, it's also a cue. Please welcome from Mondo Rock, Eric McCusker and Ross Wilson.
Things I want to say. I want to thank you for the privilege and thank you for the pain. I'll be handing you the ashes to thank you for the game. Sit on the balcony and we watched it together. We were modern men and women. We changed like the weather. We were one day blowing hot, and the next day blowing cold. One day growing restless, and the next day going old. Waiting for the countdown, summer of '81. Sign up or go underground, darling. The summer of '81. There's no time for a letter, and there's no one on the phone. But I'll pretend that we're together. I don't wanna go alone. No, no, no. Sit on the balcony and we watched it together. We were modern men and women who changed like the weather. We were one day blowing hot and the next day blowing cold. One day going restless and the next day going old. Waiting for the countdown, yeah, yeah. Summer of '81. Sign up or go underground, darling. Summer of '81. Waiting for the countdown, yeah, yeah. Summer of '81. Sign up or go underground, darling. Summer of '81. Yes, we were way to 81. Waiting for the countdown, summer of 81. Waiting for the countdown, yeah, yeah, summer of 81.
Okay, the sun is setting fast on another rock quiz, but before we turn down the doona and plump the pillows, I've got a fistful of questions that need answers. Victory is the carrot, my question's the stick. Time to get whacking.
Now.
Add the city to complement the artists. Birds of
Tokyo.
Tokyo, correct. Architecture in,
Helsinki.
but of course. Megan,
Washington.
of course, it's a city. Dusty,
Springfield.
where the Simpsons live, correct. Which two bands performed at the 2013 AFL Grand Final? It was a top day. And I think AFL was the winner. Anyone? Danny?
Birds of Tokyo.
I will accept that.
Think about the Holy Grail.
Are you the only one who watches football?
Hunters and collectors.
Hunters and Collectors is correct.
Points both sides.
What is the most recent Arcade Fire album?
Reflector.
Is it spelt with a C or a K?
K.
Great. Just to help the kids who can't already spell. Oh, don't confuse them, Arcade Fire. Which musician has a cameo on the album?
Bowie.
Correct. The Bowie album that was meant to be a musical version of George Orwell's 1984 was called Diamond.
Dogs.
Thank you, Grant. Who let the dogs?
Out.
Correct. Dogs in?
Space.
Correct. I want to be your?
Dog.
Correct. Can you pussy?
Do the cat. Do the dog.
Correct. Alternate title.
Mama Cass and Keith Moon died in the same flat. Awkward. Which singer-songwriter called Harry owned it?
Harry Nelson.
Yeah.
Harry Nilsson is correct. Complete the following classic blues lines. I woke up.
This morning.
Correct.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, but I love Grant almost looked annoyed. Oh, this morning, bloody hell, don't you know that? Good, you got points. Excellent. If you see my little red rooster,
See my little red rooster.
Please.
Please bring her home.
yeah, bring it home,
That'll
drive it
do.
home. That'll go. That's good. Let me be the little dog.
Big dog comes home.
Yeah.
Give it up for Danny. I'm a back door. Yes.
Man.
In unison. Very nice. Thank you. Add an adjective to complete the artist's name. Jay Hawkins.
Screaming.
Screaming. Lord Such. Just say that word again, Grant. Yes.
Screaming.
Oh, well done, Mikey. Opportunity taken. Joe Turner. He wasn't screaming.
He wasn't small.
Big.
Danny, what kind of genius have you become? Stevens.
Shaken. Yeah,
Shaken.
sorry.
Yes.
Richard.
Little.
Of course. Paddy.
Little.
Lizzie.
Thin.
Danny, coming home. Freddie's drop.
Fat.
Correct. Hypnotics.
Dynamic.
Correct. Stones.
Rolling.
Yes. Who was the first rock star to be arrested while still on stage?
Jim Morrison.
Correct. Who appeared on the first cover of Rolling Stone?
A beetle.
Paul McCartney.
The other one.
John Lennon.
John Lennon is correct. The other one. That's all you have to say, isn't it?
Another one, I should have said.
Which guitar guru grew up thinking his mother was his sister?
Eric Clapton.
Yes, Danny. Excellent. Add the animal. Tame.
Impala.
Yes. Grizzly.
Bear.
Boy and
Bear.
crazy.
Horse.
Arctic.
3,
Monkeys.
2,
Monkeys is
1.
correct. And that, my friends, was Rock Quiz at its purest, like cool water from a mountain stream. Teams relax and recite personal mantras for comfort, while Dougal announces the final figures. That cruise is yours. Thanks to our special guests and our mighty Rock Quizzes, and thanks to you at home for watching. Don't forget to paraphrase wet, wet, wet. Rock Quiz is all around on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the website. We leave you with a quote from Morrissey, who once said of his grooming habits, "I do maintain that if your hair is wrong, your entire life is wrong." To take us out tonight, a 1974 hit for the Hollies that's been recorded by Phil Everly, K.D. Lang, and now Steve and Juanita. Farewell.